Hello and welcome back to Like Father, Like Son. We have lockdown special part 2. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We've got everything quarantine you could possibly talk about, which, let's be brutally honest, isn't a lot. It's, are we going to cut our hair or not? I think is probably one of the biggest questions that I'm finding. Obviously, please go subscribe to all the social medias, whether that's Instagram or any of that good stuff, YouTube, wherever you find this amazing podcast. It'd mean a lot to us if you went and subscribed. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. I don't think I've ever said without further ado, and I'm not sure I'm going to say it again.
37 seconds you went without even a mention of me. This is every day. This is becoming more like Son. It's just you're overthrowing the government of this podcast.
Well, it's I'm giving the people what they want to hear.
Give it a rest. It was like 37 seconds we're in before you. I mean, you still have not even actually officially introduced me.
Okay, and I'm with my incredible father, Mark Ritchie.
That's good.
You're in every podcast.
Yes.
It's a staple of the show. I don't know why you've got insecure about it now. I've also said to you,
12 seconds before you actually introduced me.
Brilliant.
Just saying.
I've got to do the socials, mate. We've got to get people to subscribe to this. Otherwise. So I was going to say to you, I was going to actually ask you to do the intro. But every single time that you do the intro, you just mess it up.
Oh.
And so the last time that you did the intro, we did it 6 times, I believe.
That is true.
Whereas I'm a bit of a one-take wonder.
About me. I'm not very good at the kind of like remembering... Oh, you've got to say Facebook.
To be brutally honest, I go for as many as I can remember, and then go and all of that stuff.
It's a good word, stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just we all kind of know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just go subscribe, hit the like button. I don't know if that's even a thing, but just do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously
this is a kind of lockdown easing episode, isn't it? Because
I have no idea what that means.
Well, the last episode...
It's part 2, mate. That's what it's. We've gone for part 1. Now we're in part 2. I think that's where we're.
Okay, well, let me bring the listener up to date with what's happening. Basically, last time we were in full lockdown. You were not allowed out your house. You weren't allowed to kind of even go to your window, or the police would knock you to the floor. A little bit extreme. And now we're in sort of like lockdown ease, which is like, so Boris Johnson did a big announcement on Sunday. Did you even listen to it?
No. I'll be honest. I just find that stuff boring.
Everybody else, you find it boring. It's talking about our future. He could have said, listen, everyone, you're allowed out, and you wouldn't have known.
Well, I would have known.
Why?
Because it's like social media. I've got news outlets on that. I've got my flatmates that I literally walked in and they told me what was happening. It was a bit like, I have to sit and listen to this?
But he basically said, and it's put the cat right amongst the pigeons, can I just say, is that like England are doing it a little bit different to Scotland, who are doing it a little bit different to Northern Ireland, who are doing it a little bit different to Wales.
Well, but I think, being brutally honest, obviously we don't want to get too political on this show, because that's not what we're about.
That's not what we're about.
But I would say it kind of makes sense that every single country's got to do it slightly differently, because every single country is getting hit differently by the pandemic.
I'm with you, brother. It makes a lot of sense.
But that's my 2 cents on the matter.
Yeah. But the thing is, people are going crazy about this. Because honestly, on the news, there was this lady, she's Welsh, right? And she lives next to a bridge, which she drives over every day, which is the bridge into England.
Brilliant.
And she was on the news.
We just can't be happy, can we? We can't hear something and just do it.
So
it's
she
got
was
to
on
be.
the news saying, absolutely no clarity, Boris. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. And I just was like, what did you want?
Where's her house?
Our house is in Wales.
Right. So she should be adhering to the Welsh.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, you're speaking to me. I know that. I agree with that. But what I'm telling you is this woman's on 6 o'clock news saying there's no clarity because she lives in a house in Wales, but she goes over the bridge to England and she doesn't know. What?
She's an idiot.
Right.
And I'm happy to have an argument with her on Like Father, Like Son,
if you live
episode
on that bridge,
3.
If you are that lady on that bridge, I mean, what I was wanting to say about it, rather than calling her an idiot, I was wanting to say, I mean, is Boris going to be speaking to the nation, however millions of people that is, and just in the middle stop and say, oh, and by the way, if you're that lady that lives next to that bridge, can I just bring a bit of very, very specific clarity?
To devil's advocate here is what I'm going to play. And I would say that it was a little bit kind of like, oh, you can kind of sort of do some stuff, but hey, make sure you're being, I don't know, it wasn't like the clearest I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It was a little bit kind of like, and I guess people are saying, they've put the onus on the people so that we've got to kind of be responsible. And if we mess up being responsible, then it's our fault. Yeah. It was quite clever from him because it's like he's got no...
Yeah, well, I just want to be a dad for a minute. Let me be a dad, right? I just think, like, wow, the guy's just trying to lead. I'm not making a political statement.
I felt the same about all of them.
I mean...
Bless him, he's had coronavirus.
Job.
Yeah.
He has had coronavirus and he's pulled through and we're thankful. But all I was going to say was, blimey heck, I mean, imagine trying to lead the country right now. You know what I mean? It's not easy. And you've just got people who are literally just sitting there waiting for him to say anything.
You can't, I think what we've found as well with this podcast is you can't please everyone.
We can't please anyone. That's our problem.
People want more Jordan Ritchie. People don't want more Jordan Ritchie.
There's a lot of people wanting a little bit less.
95% of people are wanting more Jordan. No, I'm joking. There's something that's happened in the last couple of weeks that I wanted to talk to you about, and it's becoming a bit of a problem. So for a lot of people that may not have known, is that you are starting to put quite funny videos on, Instagram and stuff like that. Yeah. Market whatever it is if people actually care.
Mark Ritchie UK.
Yeah, there's your little plug. Well done. But the little problem is the thing that you've just put on the floor right now, and that is your new iPhone.
Oh, he doesn't like it. This is what I love. You want me to be like still in dinosaur era, don't you?
No. I really don't, because it's quite annoying when it takes you 45 minutes to text one person back. But what I would say is the funny little videos you keep sending, they're getting annoying. Yeah? It's more the fact of, I don't think it's it's every single time I see you, it's look at this. And I feel all I'm trying to say to you, mate, as a guy that's had a great iPhone for a long time now, is that if you get addicted to the funny videos, it's a downward spiral. Yeah, and all I'm trying to do is become an intervention for you. That's all I'm trying to do.
So there's two sort of things happening. This is what happens when you put Mark Ritchie on lockdown, right? Two things happen. Everyone who's ever met me and knows me sends me funny videos, and I find them funny, and I've got to share them. And that's why every time I see you, I'm like, look at this. And then the second thing is, if you put Mark Ritchie on lockdown, I'm going to make my own funny videos. And that's what I have been doing. No,
and actually, I would say your funny videos have been very funny. But the only issue is, and okay, sure, I like funny videos myself, but it's when I'm receiving at 2 a.m. a lion taking down a gazelle.
I saw that. It wasn't a gazelle. It was a leopard. It wasn't even a lion. You just said a lion taking down a gazelle. Everything about that was wrong. It was a leopard. No, it was a jaguar taken down. Not taken down. You've used a very wrong language.
Pouncing on.
An alligator.
Yeah, it's on...
in the river.
It's on Our Planet, or Blue Planet. No, not Blue Planet. That's about the sea. It's on one of the David Attenboroughs.
Is it on a TV show?
Planet Earth. That's it. I think it's on Planet Earth too.
Every listener was begging you to get the answer. They were like, oh, just get it. Who cares anyway? The fact is, it was a really powerful clip, didn't you think?
That's just how they eat.
Yeah,
that's what they eat.
2 a.m. That was ridiculous.
I quite enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Clock, world clock, body clock, world
body
clock.
Brilliant.
World clock.
This is what's happening to people on lockdown. It's just words and time are just nothing.
I love the thought that you're living your life by a world clock. I'm in Singapore time. I'm not actually
I honestly may as well be. I'm going to sleep at like 3 or 4 in the morning and waking up at
I
like
do not recommend this.
about
as a
1.
healthy, stable diet. No, I'm not as crazy as that, but I have had, during lockdown, I have had 1 or 2. Like, I've not seen 3 a.m. for a long time in my life, but during lockdown, I have seen a couple of 3 a.m.s, which is like, what is that? I'm not 12.
Mate, no, but I'm in that place where, bro, I've seen a few 6 a.m.s, 7 a.m.s.
All the way through?
Yeah.
Oh, Jay, come on.
No, but
I mean, this is a podcast, but this is now a dad going, oh,
no,
son.
that's fine. It's like father, like son. But I would say though, it's like my body is one of those. I don't need that much sleep. It's like if I haven't done anything, my body's like, but what am I regaining energy from? I've done nothing all day.
Yes,
like,
but that's where most people that are listening, they actually have got things going on. They are actually doing things.
yeah, of course. But like one of my best friends is like he can literally turns over, his eyes are shut, and he's just done. I'm not really one of those people. I'm a bit like I have to roll over, I have to make a little sacrifice to, a couple of different things, and then I can get to sleep. Like
Couple of sacrifices. What, you false gods?
No, that was it. It was a joke.
Get to sleep. I've got to do a little bit of sacrificing to false gods before I can get to sleep.
It's a meme if anyone's seen it.
I've not seen it.
But it's just all the stupid things you have to do before. Like, I'm one of those people where, like, it just takes me ages to get to sleep. Like, I can't just roll over. I don't know. I feel that you can be a bit either or.
Yeah, no, my whole life I've basically been able to sleep anywhere, everywhere, buses, cars, mattresses, on the floor. I am pretty good sleeper.
Yeah, you're the only guy that I've ever been able to see that's 20 minutes after drinking, like, a shot. Like, what was it? A shot?
Espresso, double espresso.
Yeah, the strongest
Ethiopian,
coffee.
Strongest you can get.
And he fell asleep.
Out. Yeah.
Standing up on a tube coming back from London.
I remember that really well. I was pretty tired that day.
Yeah.
No, I've always been like that. I have had little bouts. I went through a bit of a tough old time in sort of 2013 where I actually did have a bit of kind of like waking up in the middle of the night. I really, genuinely, for anyone out there who struggles sleeping, that is not fun. It's
not fun. But I mean, for me, it's not. I don't really wake up in the middle of it. It's like I go to sleep, and I can stay asleep for like 12 hours. But it's kind of getting to sleep. It's that initial kind of just shutting off the brain. Because I've noticed that my brain, like, it wakes up more and more throughout the day.
Yeah.
It starts off we're
doing that sort of lockdown thing where we are literally talking about something that is unbelievably boring and we're making it last for quite a long time.
Yeah, no, sorry, we'll move on.
Yeah. And that is your hair, mate. I mean, I know. So we're in
I've literally, that's the third comment. That is the third comment about my hair.
Mate. Your hair's bigger. You look, I don't know what you look like. You look like you're on some kind of, I don't know, like you're in like a film where they slick their hair back, but you've maybe just got a bit more than the average.
See, there's me going for like the Leonardo DiCaprio look. And there's you.
Oh, my hair is horrendous, isn't it?
No, I was going to say you're the one that's shooting that dream down. But
yeah.
No, honestly, I hate my hair at the moment. It's too long.
See,
I want to get it cut.
Everyone's like, oh, shave it off, cut it. I don't want to shave it off.
No, no offense. I've actually cut both my flatmates' hair.
Yeah.
So like, and for some people it works. It's great. But this kind of part of my thing is that I have long on top and short sides. I've had it for like nearly 10 years.
That's my identity. My identity is long on top, short at the sides.
But I can't do it to myself, man. I don't want to do it.
I mean, let me tell you, on a few different forums and a few different places, people are like, they're goading me to get my hair done.
Of course, everyone's goading. Like, I've actually put an Instagram poll up. I put it up. Yeah, and I was just saying, like, which way should I go? Should I just keep growing it, or should I keep... And actually, people are saying that you should keep going for the kind of Prince Charming, keep going for it, rather than bald. Because I just think also there's some people, like, the hairline, the bit at the front, is like, there's some people that have cut their hair off going, oh, yeah, and their hairline's not come back. Like you've gone into that stage already of you're losing hair.
That's pretty funny.
And you're 23. Like, what you doing with your life?
It'll grow. What if it doesn't grow?
Exactly. And I've also started to look at my hair, and I'm starting to see I've got a bit of a receding bit at the front, and I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm gonna hold on to it as long as I can.
Yeah, no, like you do see like a couple of my mates, honestly, you see them on the old Zoom calls and they look like they could scare a child. You know what I mean? Oh, they've gone the razor route. So no, I'm gonna keep.
But that's what someone when I used to work at the school with a load of older people. They were always like, "Why would you ever shave your hair off? Because when you get to 40 or 50, it might be gone anyway."
Yeah.
So keep it as long as you can. So I was
think
always
it's
a bit
a
like,
cunning plan by Boris that he's not opened to hairdressers again, though, because basically,
he flipping needs it,
well,
doesn't he?
he does need a haircut. Every time I look at him, I'm like, oh, at least you're abiding by your own rules. No, but what I was going to say is that we're not going to actually be able to get out the front door. We're going to, that's maybe his plan. Don't open the barbers. Let them all grow their hair to the point where they can't actually physically get out the front door.
I mean, yeah, it's big. I'll be honest with you, my hair is big. I've started to notice it at the back. It kind of like, it just balloons upwards.
Yeah.
It's like it kind of just.
That's really getting me, and I know we do need to move on from here soon, but it's the side bits.
Yeah, mine are going grey as well. Mine are going proper grey.
Right, I'm pretty old, and mine are grey. You're already going that way, which is.
You know what I mean? And people, it was the thing of like when I was. When it was pre-lockdown back in the good old days.
Do you remember those good old days when we could go to barbers?
You know, sit and read a magazine while someone was cutting someone else's hair.
You could shake someone's hand.
Yeah. Anyway, but at the sides, I used to cut it obviously really, really short, so no one would notice. And then when some people started to say, "Oh, your sides are looking a bit grey," that was kind of one of the initial natural sort of you need to go get a haircut kind of signs.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's gone way past that, and it's like, grey fox.
Now that the grey fox. Now that the lockdown is beginning to slightly ease, and that's in England. That's only in England for all our Scottish listeners. Sorry.
Don't mind.
I mean, no,
that's
don't
half
mind.
your family you've just wound up.
But for those that are living in England, there's slight ease as that you can now go outside and have as much exercise as you want. Have you been using your full
I've been
quota?
I've been walking like nearly every other day for about half an hour.
Oh, that's good.
But
I've been
running and stuff.
I've been running.
I'm not bothered. Like
I know you're not bothered. You've got somebody in your flat that runs like a gazelle.
yeah, my flatmate is incredibly quick and very, very good. And I'm, proud of him. Well done. Like, but for me, I'm always just a bit like, why would I want to go through the pain of an hour to run 10K? It's just like for me, that's not something that.
No, I know. I've been doing like this. I know. I've been doing this like reasonably long run. On day what? I'm in a little 3. Can I tell you about my little 3-day?
To be fair, this is where like father like son. This is going back to the roots of it. Is you just boring everyone about your running. So,
well,
well,
I've taken it right
take
back
you 2
to the
minutes.
good old days of boring city. No, I'm on a little 3-day thing. So day 1, I'm doing long runs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Day 2, I'm going to walk. And day 3, I'm doing sprints. But when I'm doing my sprints, I'm trying to get my PB. So I'm doing 5K. Okay, I will tell
You're
people.
sprinting 5K.
Well, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get under 25 minutes. And I know your little gazelle flatmate does it under 4 minutes. I do 5K in 28 seconds. Oh, get lost, mate. Get a life. No, I am.
The beautiful thing is that I'm not going to tell him that we spoke about this, and I'm going to see if he listens to it.
He will listen, and he'll be like, But I'm trying to get my 5K under 25 minutes, right? And so I'm really going for it. And I'm currently at round about 27. And honestly, George, see the other day, genuinely, when I got back, I'm at the front door, and I'm collapsed because I've really gone for it. and I'm doing that thing where I'm nearly being sick. I'm near.
Again, like for me, that's just I've inherited my mum's hatred of. I hate feeling sick. I've actually realised recently the reason why I'm so skinny is I hate the fact of being full. Like I hate that feeling, and I just don't get why people.
How have you managed to turn like an exercise chat? Even in chat, you managed to get it away from exercise and talk about being full of food.
But this is what I'm saying. It's like I don't like being full because it makes me feel sick. I don't like exercise because it makes me feel sick.
You know, if you really go for it,
Just eat.
Some people that are listening to this will know what I'm chatting about. But when you really go for it in a run to the point where. And you get to the end.
I just don't. For some people, I'm sure that's the greatest euphoric moment. But for me, I don't get it.
No,
why would you want to push yourself to a point where you're going to chunder?
I know. And the other day, I was at the door, and I realised I'm bright red. I look like a beetroot. It's like a beetroot vomiting. That's what I'm like. I know.
Save the audience from your filth.
From your filth. And I can just see like people walking past, and I know they're judging me, and I'm so hot that I just want to take. But I've not done it yet. But I honestly want to take.
No, we don't need nudity
off.
In this.
I know, but I do. You're so hot.
No, we don't. Anyway, let's get away from nudity for a bit.
Yeah.
Because actually, sorry, the last thing I would say on exercise is that actually there's something that's happened to me in the last little while, and I don't know if I've spoken to you about it or not.
Because before you tell me, I have literally got a story that you have not heard that happened to me this morning that I am going to tell you in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's just that I said mine first, didn't I? No, I know. I beautifully segued into mine, and then you've come and ruined it. That's what you've done. You've hijacked my story.
Sorry, I will wait, but wait till you hear my story.
Yeah, all right. Yep, yours is going to be so much better. Anyway, so no, basically, it's going to be boring now, man.
No. Don't add things to make it more interesting.
Basically,
there was a murder. I went to buy a packet of crisps, and there was a horrible murder.
No. So I've actually been. This is quite funny and it's quite ironic. Is that actually I've got an email. So speaking about exercise, and I hate it. Yada yada yada. My mate's running like a gazelle. It's all going great. I look at my emails the other day, and there was this brand ambassador that wanted to sponsor me. For like you know, all this kind of like exercise powders and stuff like this. And I was just reading it being like, they want me to, you know, post on Instagram being like, hey, use this and you'll feel so much better after your workout. And I was like, it's been months since I worked out. Like, where have they seen on my Instagram?
I love you to phone them back and say, have you seen me, mate?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I actually cancelled my gym membership like 4 months ago. Like, I don't go to the gym. And I was just a little bit like, where have they seen? Oh, Jordan. Yeah, he's really into his... And like, you go on their Instagram and it's all these guys that are like double the size of me, being like, oh, yeah.
You're like, that's my dad right there.
Wow.
Did you look and go,
I unfortunately, you know, we could have got to a point where this would have been sponsored by them, but we're not going to go down that road because I think that it's not really what they want and it's not what I want. But I just found it really weird because I was like...
That is a good story.
What am I supposed to say?
I know. I mean, we've been on Like Father Like Son desperately trying to get sponsorship for all kinds of weirdness.
Hey,
and the one
this
that
is
actually
G Fuel.
comes up is like, is it G Fuel? Is that what it is?
No, it's a different. I think it's a different one.
Right.
Hey, do you know
Let's
what?
not give them any free
Oh
publicity.
no, I'm not giving them anything. We ain't saying. Sponsor us right now.
You watch next week, Like Father Like Son will be sponsored by G Powder Energize.
Anyway, so you know, if you want to sponsor us,
please.
Maybe
I would love to be sponsored by what's that beetroot company? Baxter's Beetroot or whatever.
Why that?
Because I mentioned beetroot earlier, didn't I? So they may.
So for one episode, and we've got to keep some beetroot theme. Is that what we have to do?
We would run out of that pretty quick. I was driving somewhere and I actually did have some beetroot. My mum was like, what? Anyway, let me tell you my story.
Oh.
So honestly, I'm very aware that I'm treading on thin ice here because this is not actually like a funny story. But it is
Can obviously this is just a little bit of behind the scenes of Like Father Like Son. Is this genuinely appropriate for like?
No.
I've got little cousins listening to this. Do you know what I mean?
This is what happens. I mean, I'm the dad, and yet you are fathering the dad.
Well, I've got to put things in place to make sure you don't make it go from
horrendously. Why are you more mature than me? I mean, that.
If we want sponsorship, think about your next sentence.
Baxter's beetroot. Is it Baxter's?
I really couldn't care, and we'll probably find it for the next video, but whatever.
Anyway, no, this actually happened today. So obviously I'm in lockdown, on the phone a lot. I mean,
I hate Zoom. If anyone else Zoom calls me,
listen, I don't want to speak to people now on the phone. I'm genuinely done with that. Anyway, on the phone as per, and I do all my stuff up in the loft in the house, right? Yeah. And you can look down to like, but it's not a main road, but it's a decently busy road. Anyway, honestly,
sorry,
Why did you find that the bit?
I'm just struggling to see where any of this is relevant so far, but sure.
No, it is.
So I wake up, I go for a shower. Do you know what I mean? We get into the end. Let's just hurry this bad boy up.
This story's taken a while, I'll be honest. That is true that lockdown stories have taken way longer than before lockdown. We've lost the art of just saying things quick, haven't we? Don't you think?
We've lost the art of communication, most of us.
I think we have. Anyway, I am watching out the window whilst talking on the phone, and I see this little toddler, his mum, genuinely. You're looking at me. It's not a funny story, but it genuinely happened, and I do want to tell you, is that this mum's got the little toddler by her side, and she's got like a little shiny bit of paper. The little shiny bit of paper is blown out of her hand onto the road, right? Yeah. And the little toddler goes out to get it, and a lorry comes driving along, and literally, I promise you, skiffs the child. Like, so the child is like thrown over, but mainly by the draft of the lorry. Missed it by about an inch. And the child's crying, the mum is literally in a state. Lorry drives on, doesn't even stop. But wow! What about that? That honestly happened. I know there's not a lot of humour to be added.
Just a couple of things.
The child is fine, just so
okay, cool.
everyone's
That's
100%.
good. That's good. But what are you? You're looking at me being a bit like, give it some. What am I supposed to say after that?
I have become king of that thing where I tell people stuff and then
go on, say something. Say something funny after that.
What am I meant to say after that?
Well,
be creative. Think of something.
Well, we really hope that the toddler is okay and that mum is...
I didn't say be a boring, responsible tart. I said be creative. I've told you that story. What would you like to say?
You set me up for failure. You really do. What? And this has been sponsored by... Wow, it's an interesting point of like, you know, when you see things like, I guess as well in lockdown, I've got so used to seeing absolutely nothing.
Yes.
That when you then see things, it is a little bit kind of like, oh, that's crazy. Like I've actually, like to be fair, on one of my walks, I have seen, like a, sounds a bit bad now, but I've seen someone like fully just like fall off their bike. Yeah. And like, again, they were fine, but it's kind of one of those things of like, in normal life, you just be a bit kind of like, well, I personally would be a bit like, I literally don't care, keep walking. Yeah. They're fine, cool, move on. Yeah. Whereas like in lockdown, it's a bit kind of like, whoa. Like,
whoa. Nothing.
Oh, whoa.
That's what I'm trying to say. That story, the child's fine, the lorry driver's fine.
I guess you have so much more time to actually like think about it and like process it and like, because in normal life, it's a bit kind of like, I've got 55 billion different things to do. So I can't really think about this for very much longer. Whereas in lockdown, it's a bit kind of like day 6 of thinking about that same thought. Like it's, you know what I mean?
In 2 weeks' time, I'm going to be like, whoa!
Well, in 6 days' time, I hope you found a better word than what was it? Draft. You didn't use draft. You used.
What did I say? Skiffle.
Skiffle. Like, I just hope you.
Skiff as in just like brush.
There you go. That's
There's the better word.
There's the better
Brushed.
word. Yeah.
Brushed the side of the.
Did you hit like the? Oh, that would have been.
Oh no! If I'd seen, so I would
Obviously,
not be talking about it. I would be talking.
Thank goodness that it didn't go the wrong way, because that
It
would have
was
been
so
quite
close,
scarring.
though. But it's one of those things. Have you ever had that thing? I know we've got to finish, and we're just. But have you ever had that thing where I was the only person that saw it, and you literally like don't know what to do with yourself because you've just seen something.
Well,
and the rest
okay. I'm going to set you up for failure. What did you do?
Yeah, I went running downstairs and told everybody in the house.
That is such a Mark Ritchie thing to do.
I couldn't help myself. I had to. Of course I had to.
Now knowing with his new phone, he's going to be Instagramming it.
Oh, I will be. Don't you worry about that. I just seen a lorry. Scuffle, a little child.
Brush.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a bit crazy, to be fair to you.
It's pretty exciting because I think if we do kind of like lockdown part 3, it's going to be...
at this rate, we probably will.
It's going to be like slightly eased a little bit more. What's that going to mean? We're allowed to go to the beach? We're allowed to...
We literally live in Nottingham. It's the furthest place from a beach in pretty much the whole of UK.
That is true. That actually is true.
So when are we going to the beach? That's like an hour and a half drive. And is it essential, Dad?
What?
Is it essential?
What have you become a responsible? It was just
because
a
I
little
was
phrase.
getting absolutely trashed by people because I wasn't being responsible.
Yeah, now you are.
At the start.
Now you are. That's good.
So now
mate.
I am.
That's good.
Because it would be literally like, oh yeah, I've rang my friend, and they're like, is that essential? It's like, I've rang him.
What is the classic beetroot jar then? It's like...
Oh my
I think
goodness. Is it Branston's?
It's not... That's pickle, you numpty.
Whatever it is, I don't like it, so I don't want to sponsor it. And on that weird...
We get sponsored. They don't give us money. They just give us thousands of jars of beetroot.
Do you know what?
Turns your
Actually...
wee. Have you ever had that where you're wee?
Right, just please be quiet. I'm doing...
I've never been told on this programme to actually be quiet.
I'm trying to do the outro, and just...
It's horrible, though, because you think you're wee in blood. You think you're wee in blood, and it's beetroot.
Right. Thank you so much for everyone that listened to the first part of lockdown. It actually got quite a good response. There was like 500, 600 people that listened to it.
Amazing.
So thank you so much. Obviously, if you have actually stayed to this point of lockdown part 2, we really, really appreciate you. Get in contact. Let us know your lockdown stories. Literally just anything of any interest would be great.
Eat some beetroot, have a wee, see
not
what happens.
Right.
See what happens.
Right, we'll see you probably on part 3. I'm saying we're going to do a part 3. I don't know what it's going to be. We might not even get to a point of releasing a part 3. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much. Check us out, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Like Father, Like Son podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and you'll be notified every time there's a new episode.